What's up guys? Today we're going to be doing something a little different, kind of stepping away from the regular montages and reviews that I've been doing. In this video we're going to go over a little bit about myself, how I got into YouTube, and why I make YouTube videos. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, feel free to comment down below. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So my name is Zach, and I've been playing video games ever since I was 8 years old. Actually, the first game that I ever played was on my dad's old Windows XP computer. You know, the one where you have to wait like 3 to 5 minutes for it to start up. And it was Age of Empires 2, an RTS game. I still love that game. We also ended up getting a GameCube where I played Custom Robo, the older Call of Duty games, Legend of Zelda, and we also ended up getting a DS where I played a lot of Pokemon games. I still love Pokemon. Speaking of, I collect cards. I didn't get to when I was little. I'm older now and I have adult money, so we got Regidrago. This is my favorite. It's not the right one. I like the darker one, not the Hisuian one. The Zoroark. God. Aegislash. VMAX. Cinderace. I know like a lot of enthusiasts will see these cards and be like, wow, those aren't rare or anything like that. I like the way they look. But aside from Pokemon, we ended up getting an Xbox, like the OG Xbox, the black one with the green X on it. Played a lot of Halo on that. And then we ended up getting a Xbox 360, and that's when I really started enjoying FPS games. I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. Love that game. If they were to remake that right now, like, and actually do a good job, I'd play it, but it's probably not gonna happen. So, and then I kind of started getting into computer games as much as I could with a crappy school laptop. Played Minecraft before there was even like Windows Edition. It was only Java. And then came across America's Army. And if you haven't heard of America's Army, it's kind of interesting. Hey, call me crazy. It might have been a way to get more people interested in joining the military. It worked with me. But like even before I played it, I had a great respect for our service members. I always kind of figured I would do something like that. Well, after high school, I graduated in 2020, spent a year working as a retail worker. Found out I do not enjoy stacking boxes for a living. So I put in my 2 weeks before even telling my parents about it. I had that hard conversation that I was gonna go to the recruiter and talk to them. And in March 2021, I joined the Army as an 11 Charlie. Spent roughly 5.5 months at Fort Benning, Georgia, doing what's called one station unit training. Some of you may not know this, but when you sign an 11 X-ray contract, the reason why it's 11 X-ray is because you can be one of two things. You can either be an 11 Bravo, it's just a regular infantryman, or an 11 Charlie, somebody that's gonna shoot mortars alongside regular infantry tasks. My recruiter was an 11 Charlie. I didn't want anything to do with that. And he told me, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Like an 11 Charlie is just a smarter 11 Bravo, I think is what he said. I was not about it. I just wanted to do regular infantry. Get to Fort Benning, they line us up by last name, and he's going through, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go down the line. We have to fill up an 11 Bravo class, and we have to fill up an 11 Charlie class. So he goes down, he's counting all the names, however many they need for the class, and he gets to the person to the left of me, stops, and says, all right, everybody on this side is gonna be 11 Bravos. Everybody on this side, congratulations, you're gonna be a Chuck. My last name screwed me. So right off the bat, was not too excited being an 11 Charlie. After a couple weeks though, I really started enjoying what we got to do. I found it very interesting, the capabilities.
Fire! Drop it!
That 11 Charlies have over 11 Bravos. And in no way, shape, or form is this a competition between 11 Charlie, 11 Bravo. This is just me talking about personal experience. Graduated from OSUT, and I figured out what my first duty station was going to be. And I got sent to somewhere where you don't really deploy. And if you do deploy while at this duty station, something really bad's going on. But I ended up going to the Old Guard out of Fort Myer, Virginia, where now, alongside training in our MOS as a mortarman, we now also had this other job where we help lay our nation's heroes to rest in Arlington National Cemetery. Now, if you're a regular infantryman, you go there, you are probably like firing party or caisson, or you're just the marching platoons. But as an 11 Charlie, you get sent to the Presidential Salute Battery. In the Presidential Salute Battery, they use these cannons to shoot off cannon salutes, which a lot of people are confused about when they arrive there because we have an artillery MOS. So it's kind of weird that 11 Charlie's mortarmen are the only ones doing this job. But PSB isn't that well known. Sometimes we get some social media coverage if we're like shooting on the ellipse in front of the White House or anything like that. But I did that for 5 years, decided it was my time to get out. And a lot of that was because I was missing a lot of time away from family. You know, you stay in the military and you go on leave to visit your family. And I watched my niece grow up a lot quicker than I would have if I was out. And I think that really did something to me where I was like, I don't think I can do a full 20. We're always told everybody gets out of the military, whether that's 20 years in or your first contract, and you just make that decision. And there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has different views, everybody has different finances, and that's okay. So that was more recent. I got out in March, had a few jobs lined up, none of them worked out. So my fallback was, okay, I'm gonna use my GI Bill and I'm gonna go do college full time. And that's currently what I'm doing right now. I'm in the process. The degree that I'm going into is a bachelor's in computer science with a focus in software engineering. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to develop video games of my own, and doing some research, kind of identifying what I'm good at, because I've done a few self-taught things when it comes to programming and video game development. I've messed with Blender, I've messed with Unreal Engine, but you kind of hit a wall in self-learning where you may need some help to identify what specifically you need to work on. And for me, that's programming. I enjoy programming. It's interesting to me and I love learning about it. So I figured if I'm gonna have a career outside of the military, then I'll get a degree in that field. Ideally, I'd like to either be a solo game developer while working in an industry with programming in it that doesn't necessarily produce games, or even just joining a group, like a small game dev, and helping them out. But I definitely have a lot of passion projects that I want to do in my lifetime. So that's a little bit about me, and I just kind of want to go over how did I get into YouTube. So my first channel was Alpha Bandit Z. You can still look it up and check it out. I still have some videos on there. Don't expect anything great. I was kind of just pushing stuff out. The thought process behind making YouTube videos, it wasn't that I'm gonna blow up or make this a living or anything like that. I wanted to make videos to show my friends and family and just have something online that lasts forever. Now, during the military, I was posting a little bit on this new channel, the one you're watching on right now, The Native, and I edit all of my own videos. I had to learn how to edit. I started with DaVinci and then I kind of moved into Premiere Pro. I like Premiere Pro a lot more. So from playing a game that I enjoy, because I'm not gonna post videos on games that I don't enjoy. Unlike a lot of popular YouTubers and streamers who do that, I'm just not built like that. So playing games I enjoy with my friends, recording it, editing it, and uploading, it's pretty time consuming. And I get why a lot of bigger YouTubers and streamers hire somebody to edit their videos. So that kind of explains the inconsistency there. I do want to post more, but right now it's mainly just editing. With that being said, a lot of the things that I post on my YouTube channel, yeah, they're within my niche, or they're experimental in some way where I want to challenge myself with a new format, whether it's reviewing games that are about to come out or making something more cinematic. It's really just me experimenting with my capabilities. But with that being said, I love the community. I love it when you guys comment. I love hearing from the people that watch my videos and getting their critiques, even negativity. But all in all, I'm posting on YouTube just to have a good time. So what am I looking at in the future? I've gone into it a little bit with computer programming, but I still want to continue making videos, uploading them, and just having a good time and producing something that I think other people will enjoy. Do I think I'm going to make it big? No, I do not think I'm going to make it big, but there's always a possibility. And if that happens, then cool. But right now, in my description, I am really just trying to build a community of people that enjoy like the same niche that I do. Mainly my niche has been milsim games, as you can tell, but I do play other fun games with my friends. So you can't expect me to continue posting. I do want to get on a schedule where I post consistently. And there's always that goal to start making a little bit of money off of posting on YouTube. So I am trying to post with that effort, but I'm just along for the ride. Also, having a military background, I am an avid shooter. I love shooting guns. So occasionally I will post videos of me shooting guns on the range and stuff. One thing I do want to get into is airsoft. I went to one milsim airsoft event and it was awesome. It was challenging and I really want to do that more often. Hopefully I can get video and get that set up where I can maybe post a milsim event or something like that. So that's kind of a little bit about me. These are all just kind of topics I came up with, but if there's anything you want to know about me personally, or even just let me know if you have the same interest in the games that I play, please comment down below. Even if you just want to say hi. I think everybody that's a smaller YouTuber knows that feeling of putting a lot of effort and work into a video, uploading it, and then not getting any feedback. And I'm not saying you have to. I always try my best to respond to the comments and kind of create a conversation. And I think that's something a lot of YouTubers, a lot of popular YouTubers today kind of fail at. You see high production streamers and YouTubers post something and they get all these comments, and I get it, it's a lot, so maybe that makes sense. But you kind of lose that connection and conversation that we used to have in early YouTube all the time. I don't want to have a YouTube channel that's kind of corporate like. I wanted to keep it real and enjoyable and fun. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. If there's any games that you would like to see more of, please feel free to comment down below. But this is kind of just a video of me being transparent, checking in, and kind of putting a face to the name. I do want to stream more often, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. But again, I'm still trying to line up my schedule and be consistent with it. So if you enjoyed this form of video where you get to hear from me, or you want to see more gameplay where I have face cam, then just let me know down below. But with that being said, that's the end of this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.